Going to share an emotional morning that we had a few days ago in the hopes that you can learn from it. We can continue to share stories with each other. I came this way, this is my normal route, and I saw that the door was open, and this is about 6:30 in the morning. Normally it's latched closed, but even when it's latched, there is some play down here. I'm gonna have to put in another latch or something. I don't know if something got their hands in there and was able to wiggle the door free. I don't know what it was. My thinking is that it was a raccoon, because they do have hands and they do reach in and pull things apart. So when I turned around, first of all, there were only 3 chickens in here at the time, and there's normally 10. So 7 had been missing. And when I turned around, I saw a feather pattern here that is Patch's feathers. And Patch has been the leader of this flock, and he's done an awesome job for 3 years protecting everybody and just being an awesome rooster. So we're gonna focus on Patch right now, and we'll fill everybody in on the other 7 as their stories develop. At this time, it had been 2 days since the predator attack. No sign of Patch. In the past, what we've done when we've lost a great rooster is we've gathered up the feathers and we've put them in a bottle as sort of a memorial and tribute for their time running the flock. So we spent this day gathering up his feathers and then made this video. Edward was our first rooster, 2015. We had 4 hens and Edward. We free ranged, didn't have a fence. It was clear by the feather pattern that Edward gave his life to protect the 4 hens. None of them were hurt, but we lost Edward, a great rooster and protector of the flock. Pat was a silky rooster. We had 2 silkies. Pat was all white. The hen was all black. And Pat didn't like much anybody, other chickens, except the black silky and us. And Pat we lost to a fox. Came home one day, couldn't find him at bed check, did a head count, and found a trail of feathers going down the hill with some blood. And that's Pat. This is Patch. We lost Patch 2 nights ago. Was hoping he'd come back. I think it was a raccoon. The coop door latches at the top. Something reached down at the bottom. That was enough that you could get your hands around the bottom and you could kind of pry it open. And I never saw any activity, so never thought it was anything to be overly concerned about. Got out there, there's 10 chickens in that coop. There were only 3. 7 chickens were missing. Through the course of the day, 3 of them came back. They had gotten away through the night and had come back and found Stormy. Stormy had been attacked and she was wedged in the rec center as she tried to escape. And she was stuck in the rec center. So we're trying, she's in the infirmary on the back porch trying to heal her up. Hope she survives. but our black silky, copper Moran, and patch are gone. 3 different feather patterns. Patch was an incredible rooster. Now, he's the one that ran Pokey Jr. off when Patch came of age. It was interesting, when Patch was a chick, nobody liked Patch. He would eat alone. When he would come to eat, everybody would leave. When he would go into a coop at night, we had 3 coops in the yard at that time. When he would go into a coop at night to roost, everybody that was in that coop would leave. And he'd wind up sleeping alone. And it bothered me, so I'd put him in with the other chickens, and they'd all leave. Nobody really liked Patch. This was when Pokey Jr. ran the chicken yard. And Patch eventually took over the chicken yard, ran Pokey Jr. off, which I wasn't happy about, but Patch never attacked a person. Ran the chicken yard for 3 years. We had very little attacks in the chicken yard. He did a great job as the leader of the flock. When nobody liked him and nobody would hang out with him, he would hang out with the goats, and the goats accepted him. He would eat goat feed, because when he would eat chicken feed, they'd all leave. They'd all treat him kind of poorly. And so he hung out with the goats, and the goats didn't care. The goats loved him. So he'd hang out with the goats, he'd eat with the goats, he'd sleep with the goats. And then when he took over the chicken yard, he got a little bit of respect from everybody, and he ran the chicken yard brilliantly, really for 3 years. Never once attacked a person. You go in there, and never once, he'd come out, he'd be the first one out of the coop, and he would make sure that you're not there to harm his hens, but he never once attacked any of us. Patch. Patch was an awesome rooster. Oh my God, you're kidding me? You're kidding me! Where have you been? Oh my boy, my sweet, sweet boy. How are you? Oh my goodness, are you okay? Oh my gosh, Patch! Patch! Oh, Patch! Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? I gotta go get him, see if he's okay. So to recap, in the morning, coop door was open and missing 7 chickens. Through the course of that day, 3 had come back and, didn't look worse for the wear. So we were up to 6 of the 10 that were in that coop. Found Stormy. Stormy was cut up and stuck in a pallet, couldn't get out. So we're nursing her back to health. I think now, after 5-6 days of treatment, that she's gonna make it. And so that puts us at 7. And then with Patch's return, we have not put the bottle on the shelf. He's a little bit cut up. So we've separated him, he's in an infirmary. But there is a chance, even though it's still sad we lost our Silky and the Copper Moran, what looked to be horrific of losing 7 may still be horrible in losing 2, but it's a significantly smaller loss than what we thought on that morning.